Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for another series of matches with the Sultai Squirming Emergence deck. I played it last, I think the last video was this deck. I haven't changed a single card and it's still been good. Sometimes you lose to variance, but of course it's a game of Magic, so you know you go through 40 out of your 60 cards and you don't mill a Squirming Emergence or an Atraxa. You don't see any of the your key cards. It can happen, but when that doesn't happen, you're good. And unlike some of the other decks I've played, you're not just dead to Stone Brain and stuff like that, the way the blue-white deck is. So this is the deck. For those of you who don't know, you can check any of the videos, but I just do a little explainer right at the beginning. Basically, you're using your first couple of turns to fill the graveyard with any number of different cards. Wail, Picklock, Founding, and Fallaji Archaeologist. All of these cards put cards into your graveyard when they enter the battlefield or get cast. And then they also find your Squirming Emergence or your Founding or your, Invasion of Tolvada. You're almost never hard casting this thing to reanimate. Usually you're just trying to cast Squirming Emergence. This returns a permanent with mana value equal to or less than the number of permanents in your graveyard. So you're putting in a ton of permanents into your graveyard early. Hopefully one of them is a big thing like this. And then you get to Squirming it back on turn 3. And you get Atraxa on turn 3. Or an Omniscience is almost impossible on turn 3. But this is already GG against a lot of decks. But even if you don't do it on turn 3, it's still pretty easy to cheat something huge into play. If you can get an Omniscience into play, and you can do that by either milling an Invasion of Tolvada. Now Squirming just has to put a 5-mana card into play. Because if a Squirming Emergence for 5 puts an Invasion into play, Invasion returns Omniscience to play. And then from the graveyard. And then you get to cast free spells. You cast Invasion of Arcavios. You go to your sideboard. You get Beseech the Mirror. You cast Beseech the Mirror for free. Remember, now all your spells are free from this Omniscience. So free Invasion gets free Beseech. Beseech gets second Invasion. Or if the Invasion has been milled or whatever, you just get your Squirming Emergence, bring it back. As soon as you get 2 Invasions going, the second Invasion goes to get the This Town Ain't Big Enough to loop the Invasions. So every time you cast this, you bounce both your Invasions. The first Invasion coming back into play can pull This Town Ain't Big Enough back out of the graveyard into your hand. The second Invasion can start casting a free spell every loop. Usually you go get Breach the Multiverse and just end the game on the spot. You can also get, whatever else you want. Season of Gathering. Time Stop I've never fetched. I should probably just cut it from the sideboard. I don't even know. It was kind of just a cute card to try, but it doesn't really do anything. You don't need it. You just win the game when you loop This Town Ain't Big Enough and Breach. Whatever. I still have it in here. I don't know. Doppelgang I haven't really found a use for because, again, X is not a value that's relevant when you have Omniscience. Omniscience says you play it for free, which means X's are zeros. You can't make X infinite when you cast something for free, right? So I don't know. I could definitely see switching some spots around in the sideboard. Maybe some people on YouTube, let me know what you think. If there's another couple good options. Obviously, because of Invasion only fetching instants and sorceries, you can put a couple more powerful instants or sorceries here. Maybe a sweeper. I don't know what else. I mean, Season of Gathering is pretty great. Just wiping all the enchantments or artifacts gets rid of a lot of graveyard hate and stuff. Is really nice. You know what? I'm going to take out one of these right now. I think I'm going to take out Doppelgang, and I'm actually going to put a Wail of the Forgotten. Just a third Wail in there. I found myself a lot of times wanting to fetch Wail, because then Wail is fully powered up. You get to choose all 3 modes, and you can bounce like a Jace to hand to replay and mill them, bounce the Invasion, get another trigger, bounce, whatever you need. And I found it to be pretty useful, so I'll try a Wail here. Anyway, that's the deck. Yeah, it's very powerful. It's a combo deck, and it's really fun to play. So let's run it through a 5-match set. I'll see you in round 1. Welcome, everybody. Here we are for round number 1. I'm going to keep this hand. It's a little bit sketchy, but here we go. Blue-white. Is it blue-white Reanimator? Ooh, get that in the yard where it belongs. Omniscience in the yard. My opponent's like, oh, shit. Ooh, main phase cracked that map. Digging for lands, huh? Kept the old one-lander. Could be Jeskai Convoke here, now that I'm seeing Novice Inspector. Could also just be blue-white Enchantees. I think they play both of those cards. Definitely get to slam the Bitter Triumph. That was a great draw here. And discard. And we can put Atraxa in the yard, I think. Actually, I should have put Lumra in the yard, now that I think about it. I have a higher chance of actually ripping a Lumra and putting it into play. And then I can just hardcast Atraxa, so maybe I should have kept that Lumra, or ditched the Lumra, kept the Atraxa. Opponent missing land drops. Wow, amateur hour over there. Amateur hour, get it? Novice inspector. He's here all week. No, I'm not going to do the whole thing. I refuse. So I think I'm just going to Prankster into... Well, you know what? Let's just emerge a Founding. That seems insane. Founding on 1. And then Founding gets to cast Picklock. And then next turn, the second Founding will reanimate using the Squirming that I just cast to put the first Founding into play. I can even stack the triggers so that the mill trigger from the second Founding fills up the yard even more for the first Founding. And then, yeah. This is going to be pretty tough for them to win. Calon, how you doing, buddy? Yes, best wishes for 2025. You too. Hopefully you're doing well. All right, Mill goes first. They got the Imidane's Recruiter here. Oh, we've only got a Squirming for 8? Let's see what we can rip here. There it is. Okay, so that should be GG. I've got Squirming for 11. Put Omniscience into play. And then I go Lumra. Invasion. Atraxa. And if I find a wish... No wish? No way. Okay, well that sucks. They scoop. If I found an Invasion of Arcavios, I win the game on the spot, but they scoop anyway. Frillbacks, I assume they're going to bring in vacuums and whatnot. I'll bring in some Frillbacks here. I can take out Jace. I can take out Wails. I can take out one Archaeologist, maybe? Could even take out both. I'm not sure what else I could bring in. Eclipse and Terror Tide? I'm not sure what else to cut here, though. The nice thing about bringing in sideboard cards, you might say, but wait a minute, Invasion of Arcavios, don't you want to leave instants and sorceries in your sideboard to go pull with this? Well, this doesn't care if it's in your deck, graveyard, or sideboard. So you can bring them in, and you can still fetch them out of your deck with this, you know? I think I'm going to cut one Omniscience. Maybe 2? I'll try and cut 2. Actually, maybe I'll cut a Lumra. Cut one Lumra instead. Okay, let's try that. George, how you doing? Rest of the stream was great. Yeah, I streamed 13 something hours, and we averaged like 1,300 viewers. We peaked at 2,700. I put a screenshot of the Twitch numbers on the Discord. Look at the VOD. The VOD from yesterday has 370,000 something views. That's crazy. That's awesome. Man, I can't keep this, can I? I don't think I can. It's just too many big things in my opener. I'm gonna keep the Frillback over Terror Tide. I feel like we're gonna need this to blow up a vacuum early or something, right? Yeah, George, yeah, it was good. So I can't apply to be on the front page for another 90 days now, but I'll be doing it again at some point. And thank you, by the way, for this. I think did you gift sub? Who gifted some people? Colin gifted subs. Who else? There were multiple people who gifted subs, and that was awesome because that's the kind of thing, you know, when there's a lot of new people in the channel, the subs will hopefully get them to come back, you know what I mean? Oh, you're right. That is true. Thank you. Okay, I scoop. Good call. Yeah, manage. Yeah. Oh, Helldivers is great fun. Yeah, we got to play with a couple other streamers too, which was cool. Okay, so they do the thing here. Doesn't look like they have. Yikes! This is ugly though. I'm gonna discard Frillback. I don't know. Okay, could get lucky here. I can mill Invasion of Arcavios plus an Atraxa and then Squirming back the Atraxa here. Oh, no. Yeah, it's fine, George. I couldn't remember. Some people, I know Colin did and somebody else gifted subs. Oh, Orange did. Orange Slice. And Dirty Cheese, I think, gifted some, and some other people. I thought you might have been one of them, but anyway, it's all good. Ooh. No. No good here. Bring back Frillback. Doesn't really do much. I think I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna pass. I think I'm gonna die if they draw a land. They whiffed. It looked like Dr. Muffed. I know. They put one Warden in their hand. That's 2 Knight Errants. They only got 1 Warden and what was the other thing? They had 2 cards up here. Was it a Novice Inspector? No. I don't know. Yeah, they whiffed hard. Knight Errant's so weird. Like, with all the targets in their deck, you should think it rarely whiffs, but every Jeskai Convoke player I talk to is like, dude, I whiff all the time with Knight Errant. I don't know how. I lost the turn. I whiffed twice in that match, and I lost. And I'm just like, wow, really? It's crazy. Thank you. Okay, Scoop for the reminder, by the way. Oh, and Basiker. Yes, Basiker gifted. That's right. But, yeah, we take a bunch of damage here. I don't know. I can bring back a Founding here, but it's not enough, obviously. Yeah, I'm gonna die now, I think. But let's give it a whirl. I'm going to 1 here. I guess if they map, I'm dead. So probably just going to game 3. Okay. Oh, and I can't Terror Tide if I'm at 1 because I have Underground River. Sure. Try again. Oop. Run it back. Yeah, so the other thing I set up that we're going to start doing for those of you watching on YouTube is we're going to start streaming on YouTube. So I finally got, well, Stream Elements finally released their built-in OBS plugin to allow me to multi-stream without using one of the... There's a bunch of places that you can multi-stream through, but you have to pay money for some of them. You have to, like, I don't like any of them. And Stream Elements has it built in now. So I'm going to stream to YouTube starting tomorrow, I think, at the same time. And we're going to be YouTube and Twitch. I'll have both chats up so I can interact with both chats at the same time. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. I've never done it before. Yikes. I'm going to mulligan that. Oh, man. Some awkward draws here. Okay. Okay. Try this. No, I'll keep that on top. Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, so it'll be interesting. We're going to do multi-streaming. I've got that new intro video. I've got to figure out how to make it, how to get that green screen off of there. I don't know how to do that. I'm going to try, but... Oh, the Jund deck? Sure. Yeah, we can try that after this. Yeah. Give it a shot. I was going to get back to that at some point. But, you know, I don't want to switch and make a YouTube video out of that just yet. I don't even know if I love the deck enough, but also, you know, I have to make a new thumbnail and everything else. I think I'm just going to rely on... Ooh. Rely on the good old Squirming for the next video. Okay, I guess I'll take Bitter Triumph here. 5 permanents in the yard. We're going to mill 4 more here. So I can't quite get to 9, but I can definitely reanimate Atraxa on my turn here. So they need a Ghost Vacuum. Stat. More YouTube worthy? No, I don't know about that. I think a lot of people would like to see that Jund deck, actually. Well, yeah, I know. I get a lot of people asking me about Squirming. It's the most, like, Timmy deck in the format, right? Is it Yeah, Timmy. Like, big, giant, boom, 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 crunch, you know, crazy stuff, right? I really do feel like when this deck is humming, like when it's doing its thing, it feels like I'm racing an F1 car and everybody else is driving around in jalopies around me, you know? I've got an F1 car and everybody else is in minivans. You just feel like you're playing a legacy deck in Standard or something crazy, right? Wow. Okay, so let's go for Invasion. They're going to counter this. I assume they have Protect the Negotiators here. It's quite alright. We'll just cast it again next turn. Alright. I do love reanimating Dr. Muff, because again, I feel like you are doing something way more broken than your opponent in almost every match. But let's see if we can draw an untapped land here to triple spell. We'll see. I might have to. Oh, come on. No Landos. Discard big frills, big thrills. And pass. What was I going to say? Yeah, this deck is fun, but I think Jund is also really powerful, and at least the Jund deck is a deck that is different than what I normally play. The Jund deck is a low-to-the-ground aggro deck. It's, you know, trying to kill you very quickly. I don't often play decks that do that. I mean, I guess, I don't know, I'm trying to combo off very quickly with a deck like this, but an aggro deck, I don't usually play a lot of aggro, so I think people might actually want to see something like that. It'd be a nice change, but sure. Is that lethal? No. Got me. All I needed was a land. Woe is me. GG. Oh, that's round one. Unfortunate. I'll see you in round two. Welcome, everybody. Here we are for round number 2. I think I'm going to keep this. I've got 3 lands that put a permanent in the graveyard, potentially. And then Picklock Prankster, so I might be able to do something quick here. We'll see. Let's just lead with Surveil Land here. I'm gonna keep that on top. Turn 1 Storm Chasers. It's just the Dimir bounce deck. So this deck has oh, it's funny they played that. I was gonna say this deck has no hope of beating us. Yeah, they're making me discard my reanimation targets. My pleasure. Why not another? This one. Oops. Now what? You ready for the Atraxa? It's coming. I can keep that on top. Okay, take some damage. It's crazy how much damage that deck can do if they draw all their Hopeless Nightmares in their opening hand, huh? Bounce it. Bounce. Oh, they bounced that? Okie dokie. Yeah, we're not going to be squirming this turn. I could just Wail, but I think I'm going to Prankster here. Taking 4. Yeah, let's just pass. I'm going to Prankster here, I think. This is close. They could do 6 to me here, and then I take another 6 on the following turn. 2, 3, 4. I guess if they kill Atraxa, then they won't be able to kill me with bouncing Nightmares a bunch, right? So, yeah, like they won't have the mana to do everything here. So, I don't know. I think I can survive 2 more turns. Because the problem with Atraxa is, I'm sure they're just going to cast a Bounce Spell or Go for the Throat or whatever on it, right? But, Doc, how you doing, buddy? How's life? I edited it all myself, Dr. Muffed. Yeah, I don't have the resources to pay somebody to do editing or sound design or anything else for my videos. I would love to have somebody helping me with that. I do have somebody who helps me make the thumbnails. I do give somebody some money every month to basically stay on call and design a thumbnail whenever I need one, because I write a lot of articles. I write articles for Matt MTG Circle. There's going to be one coming out tomorrow, actually. But on MTG Circle, you can see some of my articles, and those thumbnails are gorgeous. I think the guy does a really good job. He's actually a follower of the channel. I'm not going to call him out because, you know, don't want to put anybody on the spotlight. But, yeah, really good dude. Okay. If I can reanimate Atraxa, I guess it's just gonna die. Hmm. Okay. We can discard just the Atraxa? Sure. Getting to the point where I'm going to get Luris into play here, and then Luris is going to ramp us into an Atraxa. I'm sure they can bounce or kill my Atraxa here, but is that lethal? 5, 6... I guess if they have another Nightmare, it's Xaxes? Sure. Darn. A little too slow on the draw there. Let's try again. I don't know if I even want Malicious Eclipse. I don't think I do. I'm going to bring in Terratide. I can bring in some Frillbacks here for the inevitable... the inevitable graveyard hate. I think I can ditch Archaeologist. It's not doing a ton of blocking. It blocks an Otter token, but that's it. I could bring in 4 Frillbacks. I think they only have a couple vacuums. I don't know if I need 4, but I'll try 4 Frillbacks here. A little bit of a lot of things if you ever need help. Oh, like editing and all that kind of stuff? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do, George. You mean graphic design? Like, again, there's a person who helps me with the thumbnails, because my thumbnails, like, there's such a big difference in a thumbnail. It's the sign in the window for your video. It's the thing that at first visually attracts people. And this is why you get so many clickbait titles. That is something I refuse to do. You will never see a video of mine called, "Is this the best deck in Standard?" Or like, "Look at this crazy run with the Sultai deck." Or, you know, some goofy, like, that's just for Magic clickbait. But, you know, top 10 this and top 5 reasons why blah, blah, blah. I'm never doing content like that. I think it's garbage. So, so all I have are the visuals. I'm not going to put a clickbaity title, but I definitely want something eye-catching. You know, that thumbnail has to look cool. And man, like, look at some of the thumbnails. I'll show you guys. These are some of the thumbnails for some of the articles we've written, or for the YouTube video. And this is the thumbnail for the Sultai Omniscience combo. I think that looks awesome. That's the alternate art for Omniscience. Temur Ramp, Azorius Artifacts, Azorius Control, Omniscience. Like, these kind of thumbs look so clean and nice. I like the way he does them. I couldn't do that. I couldn't make that. So I'm happy with that stuff. But other stuff like audio. I would love to have custom intro and outro, like, little jingle for my channel. I want to have a different sound for each video series that I do. But because I use these, I went to a copyright-free, license-free, you know, music site. I guess I'll keep this. And I picked a couple things, little clips I liked. I took an 8-second or 6-second, you know, clip of it, and I used it at the beginning and end of my YouTube videos. You can see all my YouTube videos have a different, you know, you look at the Battle Brothers videos, they all have the same little 6-second intro and outro sound clip that I have in every video, and then it's a different one for, you know, Darkest Dungeon or Anno or Resident Evil or whatever we're playing. But the problem was, I thought that was license free, but apparently if I use it on YouTube, because potentially, I guess, I could I could make money off that YouTube video. I'm not. None of my videos have enough views, but because I potentially could, they copyright strike it. So all my videos get a copyright strike saying, you will earn no revenue from this video because so-and-so owns the audio. And it's like, what? And I appeal it and I say, but I got this from a license-free, copyright-free site. I thought this is kind of what it's for. I'm using, and they're like, no, like, some companies let the claim go. Some companies are like, oh, it's, you know, you can use it for your personal use, but not for anything else. Should I kill this thing? Yeah, it's what they want me to do, but I don't really give a shit. I just want to get permanents in the yard. How will we know if it's best deck in Standard if you don't ask the question at the thumbnail, Lee? It's a mystery. Exactly. People don't know what the video is going to be about because I'm not putting the ridiculous claim in the title. How will people ever know? Let's get a black source here. Instead, we picklock. Harris Heller, yeah. Yep, I use Harris Heller on my channel. Now I do it differently. My intro music now, I'm picking actually like licensed music, like from real musicians. But I have it on a separate channel so that the VOD doesn't have the intro music on it, which is nice. So I can have whatever intro music I want, and because it doesn't show up in the VOD, I won't get copyright struck from Twitch. But YouTube is a different story. I can't even, you know, there's at no point can I have even 5 seconds of any copyrighted audio, right? That's a good question, Voku. Maybe. I've never tried AI music. I'd love to hire a musician or have a friend who's a musician. Like, we're talking like an 8-second jingle here. But I would love to actually have people make a different jingle for every single, you know, thing I do. But we just, yeah, can't do that. Okay, let's play this. You can split it in OBS, yeah. So, but the problem, anyway, so OBS can do a lot of cool stuff. I'm multi-streaming through OBS. I was gonna do it today, but I went to YouTube and I'm like, oh, I forgot to enable this. To stream on YouTube, you have to go to the YouTube content creation thing, click on the live tab, and actually pretend like you're gonna stream. And then a thing comes up and says, oh, you want to stream? Okay, you have to wait 24 hours, and then you can stream, big boy. How do you like that, bucko? And I'm like, what? I want to stream now. Nope, you have to wait 24 hours. What? Okay. So I thought I was going to be able to do it today, but I can't. I've got to do it tomorrow. That's super cool that you can do that through OBS now. There's so much. Is NDI? Look up NDI for OBS. NDI lets you essentially seamlessly transition from, like, right now I'm streaming on my PC. I could pick up my phone and I could start a stream on my phone and like transition from my phone to the PC stream and back and forth, which is crazy. I've never tried it to get it to work, but I think Basicer actually told me about that. Well, let's see if this works. Mostly like that you don't hide losses. Oh no, yeah. Effect views. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the cherry-picked stuff. I mean, we're not doing well. And, you know, this is partially because of my deck being such a bizarre amalgamation of cards, right? It's this pile of combo cards. Like, when you have them individually, they are not amazing. I don't know how good this is. I'm picking up a Squirming here. I guess I'll take the Invasion. Then, let me think. But I did play a land this turn, right? I think I'm going to actually take Hedge Maze here. Okay, so I can go Founding into Picklock. That's not bad either. I'm sure they're going to kill my Atraxa or bounce it or whatever. Don't really care. The lock. Pick up a Picklock. Okay. They can kill my Atraxa, stun my Atraxa, whatever. I'm taking 4/5. They fire up the Sanctuary. It's a 4/4. That's 9. Let's see what they do here. But yeah, losses are important, and I think you learn more from your losses than you do from your wins. I mean, think about it. With a deck like this, if I slam turn 3 Atraxa and the game is over against my red opponent and they're just like, oh, okay. You know, what are we really learning there? Like, oh, that putting Atraxa into play on turn 3 is good? Yes, I think I already knew that. So, you know, it's like, it's weird, but you don't want to only have the wins. I think especially for the purposes of learning and getting better and, you know, educational purposes, people who want to get better at this game, you need to see the losses and honestly try and identify why you're losing. Sometimes I tend to, like, I try, it's hard, but I can be like, oh, that was so unlucky. But then I go back through the game and I'm like, wait a minute, you know what? I shouldn't have kept that hand, though. I shouldn't have kept that. I should have gone to 7 or to 6 instead of 7 or 5 instead of 6, whatever. But yeah. Okay, let's see if I can mill an Omniscience. I think I just win if I mill Omniscience here. They have 2 mana up, so obviously they could have a counter. Jeez. Okay, so what exactly do we have? We have a Founding, we have a Squirming. Squirming's gonna get flashed back next turn. I need to put something huge in the yard. I'm at 11. Omniscience? I'm gonna do this. I think they have a counter here, but... Oh my god, dude. Okay, I could Bitter Triumph Kaito as well. That's pretty good. Should I go for Squirming? Squirming on Lumra. I'm at 11? Let's go Squirming on Lumra. Or, I mean, they know I have Bitter Triumph. What if I just Bitter Triumph on their... Oh, Upkeep Kaito's gonna have Hexproof, right? Ugh, so whatever I play here... Okay, let's go for Lumra. Let's see what happens. If they bounce Lumra or whatever, it doesn't matter because we'll have so many lands in play that we'll be able to go off and cast all our spells the following turn, right? Yeah. Surveil, Surveil. Did I not mill any Omniscience yet? Oop, basic is bad because bad to put in the graveyard because I need to fetch them. Yeah, I'll keep that. How many do I have in the deck here? I only have 3 left and I have 3 Fables in play and 1 in my hand, so not ideal. Yeah, so they do that. 5, 10. Oh, can they just plus? They can kill me here, I think. Oops. Yeah, if they plus Kaito, that's lethal, right? Darn. So if I leave up Bitter Triumph, I can protect myself from Soulstone here, but that's it. So a little too slow. But that's the game. Darn. 0-2. See you in the next round. Like, people try and do like a deck tech in 1 minute, or like analyze a match in 1 minute, or some crazy play. Watch this crazy play from Magic's, you know, his past or whatever. It's like, yeah, I'd love to see a 30-minute breakdown of listening to high-level pros talk about why this play was so crazy and da-da-da. Like, I want something in depth. I want something to sink my teeth into. But how can you ever get that on TikTok? Or, yeah, YouTube following that trend is sad. I think the best content on YouTube is long-form content where people do deep dives on stuff and really go into detail and explain, you know, things, teach people how to do things and all that kind of stuff. Founding was a great pickup there. Get to cast Wail. And Wail puts some stuff in the yard. I've got 2 land in my hand. I think I will keep this, though. I mean, putting permanents in the yard, there's a reason to take Bitter Triumph every time there, just because it puts more permanents in the yard. I'd put 2 lands in the yard instead of land and spell. But I think I'd rather do this. Okay, there's a Squirming. Now we just need something big in the yard. So I can Bitter Triumph if they play any creature and just discard Omniscience. Oh, that's awkward. I don't want to mill that. So next turn I'm going to be casting Squirming. No. I got to squirm back something huge here, right? I could Bitter Triumph, but yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Oh my lord. Okay. Some rough draws. Might just cast Wail again here. When Wail goes on the stack, I think we're going to have 7 permanents in the yard. Man, that is close. Our invasion. Okay, so let's cast Wail. Squirming in hand. 2 permanents in the yard. Okay. Let's get a blue source here. And pass. Okay, so I can put anything I want into play, but I don't have anything big in the yard yet. I can Bitter Triumph something and slam Omniscience into play next turn. Did they hardcast that? Oh my god, they hardcast it. That is amazing. Okay, well now we have a target. They just gave me a target for the Bitter Triumph. How's the ladder climb? I've only played, this is my second match? Third match right now. We're 0-2. Alright. My turn. They're in big trouble. It doesn't really matter what land I play. Let's hold off on the land for now. Go Omniscience. Omniscience. Combo. Invasion. Sideboard. Get Beseech. Beseech. No need to bargain. Let's get second Invasion. Second Invasion. Sideboard. This town. This town. Bounce. Invasion. Sideboard. Breach. Breach. Put Atraxa. Big Overlord. Triggers. I don't need anything else to win. Oh, I could take Jace there. Yeah, they scoop. They know. I go Invasion. I bring back this town ain't big enough. Rinse and repeat. Deck them. I don't need Jace. I don't need anything else. So what do I bring in here? Frillback again is good. I bring in 4 Frillback every single match. Wail I'll take out. Archaeologist I take out. I could take out some big stuff. I could take out like 1 Omniscience. Jace is good here. I think that's it. I mean, Season of Gathering's good too. Maybe I should just, yeah, I should just put this in the main deck, right? Maybe I'll cut a Lumra. Yeah, I'll try and cut Lumra here. Combo deck, yeah. Well, it's a combo deck in a couple of different ways. It's a combo deck in terms of being a reanimator deck. It's a reanimator combo deck. So you're trying to reanimate something quickly. And reanimating an Atraxa is fine. That wins a lot of games. But it's also got a reanimation line, a reanimation, you know, path to victory, where you can put an Omniscience into play and then do the loop that I just did with double Invasion of Arcavios, and that's the infinite combo that just wins the game immediately on the spot. So, you know, there is this, like, it's a combo deck with another, like, one-shot combo built into it. So it's got a, you know, a plan A and then kind of a plan A minus, like plan 1.5, where you can just end the game on the spot, which is very useful in a lot of situations where...
Hello.
Oh, thank you for following.
Do you know what you're getting into?
The green screen has to be removed.
Yes.
I'm in the middle of changing that animation. Forgive me.
Prepared to die for your cause.
Thank you. Thank you for the follow.
I was acting.
I'm gonna fix that green screen, get that out of there. Thank you for the follow, by the way.
Z-Money, you're a goddamn legend. Thank you for the follow.
Let's jam Sewers here. I think I want to keep that. I have the white source in hand. I can just get to an invasion here. I do need double green. I should probably keep that. Oh, I don't know if I should keep that or not. I need to start filling the yard. Dazza, what's up? Well, yeah, maybe. I don't want to add... I don't want to add things that are not permanents, first of all. So spells have to be really, 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 really important for me to want to add them. I think I'm just going to Jace here. Let's see what happens. Presume they're going to get Lost Jace. Or counter. Counter Jace. That's fine too. If this resolves... negate. Perfectly fine. Another permanent in our yard. We're getting to the point where I can actually just hardcast Invasion on 5. So I would like to turbo fill my graveyard. Okay. Didn't draw any self-mill cards this game, making me a little bit sad here. Would love a Bitter Triumph right now. Is needed to find the a way to dig, like, you know, Founding or Picklock or something like that. Ooh, perfect. They don't eat anything, really. Just a Jace. We have 2. Oh my god, are they going to give it hexproof? Yeah, right. Oh, that's so annoying. I can't kick Frillback anyway, so go ahead. Yeesh, rough draws here. Need to draw Bitter Triumph. Or a card that finds Bitter Triumph, like Picklock Prankster, or... I guess I took out Archaeologist, but... Okay, not a green land. Go ahead. So to stop the deck, exile graveyard or have an enchantment that disables graveyards like Rip or the Black Leyline from DSK. Oh yeah, Rip and stuff like that. The only problem with Rip, of course, is like what I just said. We just blow it up, and then we're back in business. No. Nope. No spells that I could pick up. 3 blue lands and an invasion. Yikes. Oh, milling an invasion's kind of ugly there. That means I can't infinite loop. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So I can't go for Frillback. They'll just give it hexproof here. Pass. Need to find a Bitter Triumph. Beanstalk. Yeah, most decks can't give their Rest in Peace hexproof, so you just draw, you know, 2 forests and you kill their Rest in Peace, and then you immediately start filling the graveyard again. But I can't. I need to kill Zur first now, and I can't. It's kind of awkward. I could play Invasion and then just start pecking away at the Invasion. That's kind of interesting. And see if I can flip it. I'll just leave Zur back. But it'll keep Zur off my ass. That's kind of stupid, right? Yeah, let's just pass. Pass to you. Need a Bitter Triumph. Yeah. Oh, the sideboard. Yeah, if you're planning to leave them in the sideboard, sure. That's true. Yes. Got me. Kind of funny. They put Split Up in their deck, huh? This doesn't bring in any cards, but it's large, so they'll have to kill it, I guess. Cool. Binderino. What did I mill? Atraxa. Nothing special. No Bitter Triumphs yet. Still 4 in the deck. 12% to hit one. Needed to find a removal spell here. So yeah, deck can have some awkward draws for sure. I think I want to play less Omniscience. I feel like you do not need 4 Omniscience in this deck. That's silly. And cutting an Omniscience lets us have either more redundancy, like we'd play a 3rd Fallaji Archaeologist or 3rd Wail of the Forgotten to add another loot card to the deck. Yeah, this doesn't do anything. Sure. Game 3. Some unlucky draws there. We'll get them in the 3rd one. I keep it the same and run it back. So Rest in Peace and those kind of things. Rest in Peace is by far the worst graveyard hate that exists, but it's also luckily the least played graveyard hate. The most played graveyard hate in Standard is Ghost Vacuum, and Ghost Vacuum you can beat in any number of different ways. Frillback is obviously one of them, but even you could just overwhelm Ghost Vacuum. Like if I resolve a Lumra and I mill 4 cards, and like the Ghost Vacuum's picking away 1 card at a time on your, you know, every turn cycle. You just put all the lands back into play. They haven't been removing your lands, and they're like, oh, now I have 10 mana and I just hardcast whatever, right? Keep. So, what am I going to get here? This is interesting. I need blue first, but I don't know if it's black or green. I guess black for the Triumph? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. guess it has to be black here. And I can Bitter Triumph my own Picklock Prankster and discard Atraxa. What was I gonna say? What? Yeah, I should change some stuff. Yeah, we're gonna finish this. I'm not gonna change it halfway through this, but once I finish the 5th match, then we'll change it. Ooh, lucky. Turn 2, rest in peace. Sure, sure. Eat my Fabled Passages. Go. Well, I need to find green mana, and I need to find Tranquil Frillback. That is not easy right now. So me fetching, you know, not green is kind of awkward. It's why I was debating if I should or not. Not drawing any land is not good either. Yeah. But 4 Atraxa is an absolute must. But after that, it gets weird. I don't think you want 4 Omniscience. I'm definitely going to cut 1 here. And then, I don't know, I could try playing something like... I guess I'm passing. I could try playing something like a Kiora to help with the discard. I know people were asking on the YouTube why, like, where's the discard? I'm like, Bitter Triumph. You don't need anything else. Sure. I need lands here. None of the cards in my hand, not a green land. None of the cards in my hand find lands, unfortunately. I did like Wail of the Forgotten in this deck a lot, and I do want to play more Wails, but it was cut because of all the aggro everywhere, you know? When Gruul and Low to the Ground Dimir are the best decks, you don't want to have a bunch of Wails in your deck, right? I guess so. I think that, like, think of that situation. How many times do you think that situation is coming up? Having an extra Omni if they have Get Lost, like that is rare. That is rare that matters. Whereas having a card in your, like, just having a better deck because you're not playing 4 10 drops. Every game, like, you know, every game your deck is. Oh, and I drew the 4th Atraxa. Okay, GG. That's it. We're off to round 4. 0-3. Beautiful. See you there. I'm gonna keep this, I think. I'm gonna lead, I'm gonna keep Fabled Passage here. I think I'm just gonna lead with Wail on 2. If I fetch here, I want to fetch green, and if I fetch green, I can't Wail on 2. White. Okay. Wail on you. I guess I'll take this. Putting 2 lands in the yard. Drown me. Right, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens to Atraxa. That's why Atraxa is so good. But yeah, well, it's not enough to kill them that turn, but that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, it usually is enough to win the game, just not that turn. You know, who cares what they do to Atraxa? If you draw 5-6 cards off it, that should be enough to win the game. And a lot of times you're just reanimating it the next turn, right? So I'm gonna go Hedge Maze. Let's do this first. Okay, put that in the yard. And then we go Founding into Wail. And this time I think I'm gonna bounce Kaito here. Okay, we mill 4 plus the Fabled Passage is 5 cards in the yard. If I can get a bunch of permanents in there, and a big one, hopefully, Omniscience or Atraxa. There's Omniscience. Okay. So what are they gonna have here? Squirming 8. We go Invasion into Omniscience here. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go for it because if they have a counter, if they counter this, we just do it again next turn, right? Founding's gonna bring it back. Okay, the game 1s feel super good with this deck. Like, this deck has a game 1 that almost no other deck can beat. It's just a question of, can you weather the hate? It's a little tricky. I should also maybe change the mana base. I should be playing 2/2/2 and then just put in another dual land here, I think, as well. Anyway, after this run, we're gonna make some changes. So what am I playing? It's the Dimir bouncy mid-range deck probably again. So I've been cutting like this, taking out the Archaeologist, taking out the Wails, because the Wail is not great. All their stuff is so cheap. You're never getting value from the bounce or the discard very often. I definitely want to cut an Omniscience. And I want to bring in stuff like Malicious or Terror Tide. Maybe Terror Tide's good here. Maybe I cut Jace as well. Jace is not amazing. Let's run like that. Oh, you play... Yeah, BO1 is not interesting, though. I want to play in BO3. I want to see if this is a real deck. BO1's not real Magic, so not real decks. Magic is... Constructed Magic is a 75-card format. People don't realize that. They always think 60, 60, 60. 75 cards is what your deck is. It would be like saying a football team is only the players on the field. All those dudes over there, they don't matter. It's like, what? Of course they do. Special teams and this, you know, and offensive, defense. No. All the substitutions, all the other lines, they don't matter. Like, of course not. That would be silly, right? The team is the team, including all the players who are riding the bench for most of the season. They're still part of the team. And Magic's the same. Sideboard is your deck. It's just the ones that don't start the game. They're not your starters, but they're still part of your deck. Like, it's a 75-card format, right? I keep this. I think I will. I think Best of 1 is a 60-card format, obviously, and that's why it's not real Magic, because it's got to be 75 cards to be an actual Magic deck that you can play a match with, right? I think I'm just going to fetch now. Let's get that second green source for the Tranquil. But anyway, Doppelgang's interesting. So I cut it because it's got X's in its cost. Ooh, what a draw. That was nice. Let's see if they have a counter spell here. They need one. Oh my god. So I had all 4 Frillbacks in like the top 15 cards. 14 cards of my deck. Wow. Okay. Fairy Mastermind? The hell's going on here? Didn't you get the hint, buddy? That's played out. That's played out and busted. Old and busted. What? They didn't get the memo. The new hotness is, this town ain't big enough. Okay, so I've got a Squirming for 9 here? God damn. I think I am just gonna reanimate Lumra here and get 1,000,000 mana. That seems good to me. And then we've got Squirming next turn. But now the Squirming... Hello. Oh, hello! Stella Bravo!
Do you know what you're getting into?
Do you know what you're getting into? Yes. I've got to take that green screen away. I apologize. It's in... I'm working on it. I'm in the middle of working on it. You gonna die for your cause? The DF16 channel? Gonna stop on for the Fables? Oh yeah, I forgot to do that.
I was acting.
So Terror Tide X5 is pretty good. Squirming 5. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Howdy.
Welcome to the squadron, Stella. You're a goddamn legend. Thank you for the follow.
I'm gonna jam this. Let me... Yeah, I forgot to put the stop. I saw that 1 second too late, Charlie. I'm just gonna let all this resolve. Okay. Yeah, sure. I can pop in my Frillback here and eat that Enduring Curiosity. And gain some life. Feels pretty good. Alright, so we're gonna go green source, destroy enchantment, gain 4. Alright, and Prankster, go. Next turn I can go Invasion of Arcavios, get Squirming Emergence. Squirming Emergence back the Omniscience. If one, even one of my things goes to the yard, I'll have enough to Squirming back the Omniscience. And then, what do I do with that? Block? How am I gonna do this? I could... Oh, no, I can Invasion for... Oh my god. Okay, well that's the loop. I just hardcast Omniscience? Does this resolve? Oh, they're gonna bounce Omniscience now, right? They scoop! Ouch! They know the loop. Wow, they just scoop immediately. So I did win the game there. If they don't have a counter spell, I just get to go Invasion, go to the sideboard, get the Beseech, go get the second Invasion, because it's still in my deck. And then second Invasion gets this town ain't big enough, bounce the invasions. First Invasion gets Breach, second Invasion gets this town ain't big enough, Breach, town, Breach town, Breach town. GG's. Nice. Okay, I will see you in the last match. We got to win! Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for the last round. I was just telling Twitch chat, I need to be tweaking this deck. This is I know this list is not perfect, but I need to know where to start trimming and adding things and figuring it out. And I like that we're losing. I need to lose it more with this deck to see where the weaknesses are, right? How are you going to know where your weakness is if you put Atraxa into turn 3 every game and you get really lucky like that every game, you know? Not that I'm getting unlucky, but I think, you know, there's this inconsistency built in the deck that is tough to overcome. Just by its very nature, it's like playing Abzan Greasefang or, you know, any Reanimator deck. You're relying on random cards off the top. I'm not getting to choose these. Ooh, that's fantastic. You know, I'm not getting to choose what to put into my graveyard, obviously. So this is easy founding into Picklock. We're playing its mono white, so this game 1 is like 85% ours to win. Like we're a huge favorite in this match, right? Okay, I'll take the Squirming. And this could be a very early Omniscience if I find, yeah, if I mill an Invasion of Tolvada here. Mill myself. No, but I've got a 7 here. Squirming for 7 for Lumra feels pretty good. Because again, once I do this... Oh, and I've got a Lumra in hand as well. But then, you know, I get to Squirming again, and then I'll Squirming back the Founding here, I think. Or there's an Atraxa, sure. Okay, so now I only have 4 permanents in the yard. I can Squirming back the Founding, and then Founding gets to keep going. I'm going to stop on Upkeep here. Ooh, did it just in time. Let's crack on Upkeep. Put some more permanents in our yard. Get our last couple of basics. Wow, because I drew 2 basics, I guess. Yeah, I don't have any more in the deck. Jeez. Okay. Draw. Fabled Passage. Ouch. That is not what I wanted to see. Oh, main. Trigger Squirming. That's a Squirming for 6. I could have Bitter Triumph there. Whoops. Oh, no. I should have cast Bitter Triumph. I'm an idiot. Whatever. Okay. Squirming. Let's bring back the Founding. And I'm just going to go straight to Chapter 2, I think, here. Oh, what the hell? Oh, it went to Chapter 1 for some reason. Okay. Weird. I didn't even click that. That was bizarre. Trim like late lands? No. Well, I get to punch really hard with Lumra here. They're going to get lost me or something, or make a token and block. Sure. Okay, I'm going to Archaeologist Prankster here, and let's see what happens. I assume they have something like Sunfall, so maybe I don't... Or, you know, Split Up, I should say. Sunfall, they're a couple mana away here, but... I don't think I'm going to play Picklock here. I'm just going to play the Archaeologist. Sure. Not what I want to see here. Yeah, let's just pass the turn. They've got to do something about Lums here. I could just play another Lumra. All I'm getting is Fabled Passages back, and I don't have any basics left in the deck. Crazy how many... Look at this. 6, 7, and there's the 8th in my hand. I've got all the basics in my deck in play right now and in my hand. Hard cast, yeah. Hard talk, yeah. I'm going to keep killing stuff. I want to do damage here. Lay down arms my Archaeologist? Why are they looking... Wow. Yeah, I guess so. Should I just Triumph? Triumph over evil? I don't need this basic. Lumra will put it back anyway. Okay. Mill for 4. Sure. I guess I could have Lumra'd and then gotten rid of the Lumra, and this would have been huge, right? I think I'm chilling. Let's pass. So what do I have in the yard? I can cast nothing. Great. All I have is a Bitter Triumph. That is not great. I'm going to stop on my draw step here. I might be able to Bitter Triumph something good into the yard. Wait a minute. Let's go to my upkeep and do this. I want to draw. Squirming. It's got to be Atraxa, right? So what I can do here... Founding gets to cast a card for free. How many lands do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Oh, and they're at 17? If I draw a land, I think I killed him with Lumra here in Bitter Triumph, right? Okay, let's cast Bitter Triumph. I'm going to pay 3 life. I'm not even going to discard a card here. I just want to get Bez out of the way for free. Or without spending a card in my hand. And then I could play Lumra here. That puts... It's going to mill 4 cards. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to put 6 lands into play. And that's lethal. So I'm just going to do this. And I'm going to keep the one that's not summoning sick. And there it is. I win. Bam. 19-19. Crunch. Okay. Lumra getting the job done. Mono white Jace comes in for sure. Frillback obviously comes in here. I'm going to take out Wail, take out Archaeologist, and cut 1 Omniscience. I feel like Omniscience should already be gone. Sideboarding is going to be easier when I get less of these in the deck too, I think. Alright, let's run that. Yeah, Lumra is large. Very, very large. But again, it's you know, they didn't know I have a second Lumra there, but yeah. That rarely happens. I think that might have been the first time I've ever gone double Lumra, just get the trigger, and pump the first Lumra to the point where it's lethal. Yeah, it's not often that comes up, but something you can do. Because those Fabled Passages are lands in play. Even though I had nothing to fetch with them, they've just, all of those lands coming in count towards Lumra's power and toughness. Oh, close. If I had a Founding, this would be perfect. I'm still keeping. Frillback is just so good against them. There's a Jace. I keep land on the top. I need to find a second green source for this Frillback, of course. But they've got a Carrot Cake. Okay, let's pick that lock on end step. They are fake lands. I mean, that's a weird way to describe them. I know what you mean. Like, they don't make mana, so they're like, you know, like fetch lands, like a lot of lands. But fake is weird. They are lands. They're just whatever land you want them to be. They, you know, it's not like they're... Fake implies that they're not actually lands. Like, I know what you mean. They can't tap for mana, but they are lands. They turn into whatever land you want that taps for mana, right? Well, we got the second green. I think I'm just going to play Picklock here. I want to set up a blocker before I play Jace. If I go 3 mana Jace -2, that sucks. If I go Jace -3 and just hard mill myself, I don't have a Squirming. What is that doing? Nothing. You know, it would be different if I had a Squirming Emergence in hand. I would just go 3 mana Jace, mill myself a ton, and that would be it. Okay. Tempted to play... I mean, I want to see... Yeah, they're not going to double block me here. I think I'm going to play Jace Hardcast here. Minus... If I'm... Should I plus? I really want a minus here. Go Jace. Mill myself for now. Oh... Need to find a white source. Would love to find a Fable. Oh my god. Never mind. My white source is in the yard. Okay. They're going to try and... Oh yeah, I guess they could swing all at Jace. I didn't think about that. Sure. Jace goes to my yard. Bring back the Jace with the invasion. But I need to get this in the yard to bring it back with Squirming, because I can't hard cast it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 permanents in the yard. So I could Invasion of Arcavios, Squirming Emergence. That's interesting. I could also just Invasion. Yeah, I should Invasion for a Squirming here. Yeah, milling the plains is a little sad. That doesn't happen often, but I'm gonna go library. Okay. They get to draw a card. They're looking for their rip, I imagine. They know I'm gonna put Atraxa into play this turn. They can't duress me, they can't negate it. The only way they can stop me is graveyard hate here. Ooh, they're gonna sweep maybe? Okay. It's a little silly to sweep away my one guy here, so I don't understand. Nope, they're just playing more overlords. They're looking for the rip here, I think. Trying to draw cards. They don't have it. Ooh. If I Bitter Triumph and an Omniscience to the yard, that's 9 permanents? Okay, so I get to swing here. They take it. Damn. If they had double block Prankster... Oh, are they gonna... No. If that Prankster goes to the yard, I can bring back Omniscience... Or no, I don't... Yeah, I could put Omniscience into play, right? I have 8 permanents currently. I go Bitter Triumph, kill one of their guys. Put Omniscience. I could discard the Invasion of Tolvada here, but I need the Omniscience in the yard first. Otherwise, you know, I might as well just reanimate Atraxa here. I think I'm going to try and just put Atraxa into play and see what happens. Atraxa should find me so much gas that, yeah. What could they have for 2 mana? Yeah, this is just happening, right? Okay, Founding's good. Ugh, 3 cards? That is not amazing. Let's go Founding. I'm going to start on Bitter Triumph here, I think. Let's put an Omniscience in the yard. Kill one of these idiots. Okay. They have Get Lost. So they can Get Lost my... they've got to Get Lost Atraxa here, obviously. Oh, they're going to sack it. Okay, that's even better. They're looking for that rip. See if they find it here. Exercise. Okay. Big swings. Not blocking the life linker. I don't want that thing to not get sunfalled at some point, right? Kill your own Prankster? Oh, I could have done it that way? Oh, that's a good call. Yes, I could have done it that way too. Yes, that would have been good. So yeah, I put Invasion, or I put Omniscience in the yard. I bring back Omniscience. I have these, yeah, and then I just get Atraxa. Yeah, I think that was definitely the line. I think I could have won that turn. I just needed to hit an Invasion of Arcavios off the Atraxa, which is a huge, you know, 10 cards deep. The odds, well, the odds are still not the greatest, but probably have like a 50-50 shot to find one. I'm not sure if it matters. See here. I will just go Lumra here, I think. That just lets me hardcast all the things as well. Gets my planes back into play and stuff. And they can Sunfall now or whatever they're going to do. Get Lost, sure. See if they can kill me here. Maybe they can. They need another removal spell for Picklock. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's close. Very close. I'll keep that. Don't want to flip my invasion. Don't need to. Okay, can you kill me this turn? Let's see. They make a thing. What happens if they have Caretaker 5, 6, 7? They need 1 more mana and they could do full Caretaker level 3. That would also kill me, I think, right? 9, 10, 11. That would be Xaxes. Jeez. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, I should have killed my own Prankster and done it that way, Carpec. That was a good call. I'm an idiot. I forgot about that. Sometimes I remember to do stuff like that. Sometimes I just don't think of it. I've done that kind of thing before many times, and in that spot, I just didn't think of it. 6. Oh, so I get to block? Okay. I guess I'm not dead? Crack on upkeep here. I don't know how many basics left. 4, 5, 6. I think I have 2 left. Yeah. Okay. And this will let us just hardcast Omniscience here. Now, I guess in this case, I do need a couple Omnisciences, but Founding gets me 1, and then the other one is free. If I go Squirming. This is the last spell I'm probably hardcasting this game. Omniscience. So let's go Omniscience. Okay. This doesn't do anything. Let's go with Atraxa first here. Invasion of Arcavios? No. That sucks. Okay, I'll take another Atraxa. Look at the next 10. I will find Invasion of Arcavios at some point. Omniscience, Lumra. There we go. Okay. Just to make sure. That's GG. And as we saw in previous games, the loop is find your first invasion, play invasion, go to the sideboard, get beseech. Oh, do they know? Sideboard? Beseech? I could just loop Atraxas there, but I might as well just tutor it up, right? Tutor up the second invasion. Where's the second invasion? Oops. Is it in my yard? Oh, they're both in play. Oh, what? I had both of them in play? Oh, I'm yakking about doing the combo and I didn't even realize I had both of them in play here. Perfect. Okay, so let's see here. I could just get Jace. And then I've got Invasion, Squirming. Yeah, we can just deck them with Jace here. Let's just do that. That also works. Whoops, my bad. I put it on the stack and the other one was hidden by the first one there, or by the picture, and I couldn't see that I had the first one already in play. My bad. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I don't have to invent. And this is why it's a win more combo. Like, you don't need to do the whole loop with this town ain't big enough and all that. Like, really just Jace is enough. Even in the previous version I was playing of the deck, just one of Jace in your main deck is just easily enough to deck them with, you know, Squirmings and Invasions and everything else. Okay. Yeah, just Jace milled them out. Whoops. Anyway, like I said, that's why this feels weird. Like you're jamming a lot of big expensive cards in the deck, and it's like a little bit better, but is it worth the hit to consistency? I'm not sure. But anyway, that's our 5-match set. Thank you for watching. We're definitely going to make some changes to the deck, and the next time we'll run it back, it might look a little bit different. But thank you for watching. I'll see you there. Peace. Okay, that...